I'm very positive and optimistic about Trey Lance. He reminds me a lot of Andrew Luck. But Andrew Luck is who I would compare him to. Very smart, very into the game, very physically gifted, can do everything. But Andrew Luck didn't last into his 30s. Andrew Luck got beaten into oblivion, and his career was cut short. And I'm concerned. My question about Lance is his durability. Last year, he got hurt twice. He got hurt in the preseason. He broke his finger. Then in his first start, he injured his knee. He takes a lot of contact. He doesn't slide. He holds the ball a long time. And the Niners don't value pass protection outside of their left tackle position. So my question is his durability.
I like that. I hadn't expected you to say that.
What do you think?
Because, the usual things we talk about is,
accuracy.
Can he make all the throws? Is he accurate? All that. I have one.
Okay.
Can he command the huddle?
I like that.
And here's what I mean. I'm assuming he can do everything they want him to do.
Right.
But there's something about having command in the huddle to make the offense go. Mm-hmm. You set the tone. You're the boss. When you're the quarterback, you're the boss. And again, Iggy, I've never met him, but he has such a sweet smile, and he's has such a lovely demeanor. Now, I don't know what he's like in the huddle.
Right.
But I know Montana was fierce. I know Steve Young was really, really bossy. So was Jeff Garcia.
Yes.
And
yes, he was.
Across the bay, Jim Plunkett, he was a Heisman Trophy winner. He really controlled that huddle. I'm not saying that Trey Lance can't, but I'm wondering.
What I want to add was, from all accounts, Jimmy Garoppolo is terrific at that.
I agree. In fact, that's one of the things he was really good at.
Yeah, when people would say, what do you like about Jimmy? It would always say he really commands the huddle. And it's like, well, he watched Brady do it. He came from New England. All the little nuances of being a professional, he was great at. Not the nuances of playing the position at a high level, but just being a pro. He was great at that stuff, commanding the huddle.
I totally agree with you. So do you think, again, I'm not saying that Trey Lance can't do it, but I'd like to see him do it. Do you think it's an unfair question mark?
No, I think it's a great one because no one would bring it up. And it's like, if you're going to take over this person's job, part of it is being the new voice in the huddle. Like, can you pull it off? Do they take you seriously? They may like you in the locker room, but can you be the boss of that huddle? He's like the youngest player on the team. And a lot of the guys in that huddle on offense are way older and are like lifelong friends with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes. I'll tell you a funny story. Keith Van Horst, God love him, is gone now, but he was the left tackle, right?
Might have been the right tackle.
Right tackle. He was the right tackle. Okay. He used to talk to me when he was playing, and he said Joe was a riot in the huddle. He said one time, do you know this story? One time, Bill signaled in a play, and Joe came to the huddle and said, "You're not going to believe this shit. We're not running this play." Yeah. And Joe called his own play, and Keith loved it. Yeah. Years later, I told Bill Walsh that story, and Iggy, he laughed his ass off.
That's great.
Yeah, Joe really came in that huddle. He says, "This play, you're not going to believe this shit."
That's funny. And he had the reputation of keeping things very light and confident in the huddle, right?
Yeah.
The Jack Candy story is famous.
Yeah, the John Candy. Yeah,
right, John
Candy. In the Super Bowl, he said, "Look," and I think it was Harris Barton. How could anybody be that detached?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see about Trey Lance. Is there going to come a moment where he needs to yell at someone in the huddle, and they're going to be like, "Who do you think you are, 22-year-old?"
Well, when I told you one time, Steve came into a game, Joe had to come out, and Steve took over. This is what we're going to do, and this and this. And some of the people in the huddle, because they told me, were pissed. Yep. Who the hell did he think he was to talk to us like that? And I spoke to Fred Von Oppen afterward, and I told him the story, and he said, Lowell, Joe had worked years to earn the respect in the huddle, and Steve could not expect to come in and have it granted to him.
Right. And I think another thing that you see from a lot of great quarterbacks is yelling a lot on the field. Tom Brady yells a lot at his own teammates on the field. Jimmy Garoppolo, if Dante Pettis dropped a pass, Jimmy Garoppolo would yell. Can Trey do that? I mean, what if George Kittle runs the wrong route? Does Trey Lance have license to go and be like, "Hey, what was that?" Or is George Kittle gonna be like, who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm curious. I guess Lance might have to earn those stripes before he can do that. Or is he gonna be like the quiet quarterback who doesn't talk much and just kind of, I don't know. It'll be interesting early on.
Hey, George, next time, do you think maybe when that play
Or no, that was my fault, George. That was my fault. I gotta anticipate the wrong route that you're gonna run. I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers yells a lot too.
Oh yeah, I mean it's Steve Young did. Is Lance allowed to?
Yeah.
Or does he feel comfortable? Does he feel confident doing that?
Yeah.
I've just seen that.
So I guess what I'm saying, and you're agreeing, there's a lot more to playing the quarterback than making all the throws.
Absolutely. And
being the quarterback.
Yep. Your answer was more interesting than mine, but I do want to come back to the durability thing. They're going to help him by running the ball a lot, but he's a big part of the running game. And the fact that he hasn't had that much game experience makes me wonder if he really knows how to protect himself in a game. Because I feel like when Kaepernick was the quarterback, you and I used to always kind of expect, like, man, he's really good, but is he going to get hurt playing this way? Well, he would slide. He would run out of bounds. This guy doesn't slide. This guy looks for contact and then lowers his shoulder. It's a little because he could do that in Division II football. This is the NFL, and he didn't. I don't know. I'm a little concerned. See, can you make it through a full season, or are you going to be a guy who's like dinged up a lot, shoulder, knee, that kind of thing?
I love it. And in addition, when they ask him to drop back to pass, and they're going to sometimes ask him to do that, if the offensive line doesn't hold, what happens to him?
Right. Yeah. Now, I do think better things will happen to him than what happened to Jimmy, but I don't know if he's running around a lot. How long can he do that before? We'll see.